Now I know why nobody answered me. I said, "Hey, Debbie, Happy New Year, Nydia." And then I realized I was muted as I was talking about my crazy hair.
I miss it.
I'm the crazy hair lady. How you doing, Nydia?
Okay.
Good. Glad we're all back in action. We're gonna have an unbelievable, awesome year this year. I cannot wait. Mr. Young, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, ma'am. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm all right. Glad to be back home. I know that.
Yeah, you were gone for a long time, it seemed.
Yeah, we were 20 miles out. It was sleet and snow mixture. That was we got home like 1:30 in the morning Monday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because we couldn't leave until her nephew and niece, they went out of town and we watched the kids
Oh, gotcha.
for a New Year's weekend with some friends, and we had to wait for them to get back before we could leave, and we didn't leave North Carolina till like 4 p.m. So
That doesn't seem like a bad timing.
yeah, I was ready to come home. I was thinking if they got back too late, I was just gonna stay at my sister's, but we just wanted to get home, so I just came all the way back.
Yeah. I know you get to a point where you can't wait to sleep in your own bed. You're like,
Yeah,
I just want to be in my own bed.
Oh my goodness, that was great.
Yeah, for sure.
And she said she's already had this class, so she won't be
She
here.
did. Yeah, she did. She's a good girl. She was at everything this week.
She rubbed it in.
She's what's going on with your dog?
I just texted her. I know we're in the same house, but I texted her. I was like, "Hey, did you hear back? Did the vet come back?" And she said, she can pick him up. Yeah, like now. So I think the latest is we're gonna go tomorrow evening.
Awesome. I was afraid to ask her because if something didn't go through for some reason, so I figured that's why I was like, let me ask you because I've been
right.
waiting to hear.
Yeah, good call, probably.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy for you guys. That's awesome. Really great. So let me get my screen up. I really think this is great for us. This, oh, that's not what I wanted to show you. Okay. Preparing for the new year. It's just a great reminder of things that we need to do to prepare while we're a little slower, because once the market hits, which is going to be within the next few weeks, everybody's going to be really, really busy. So from my lips to God's ears.
Hey, Miss Debbie, question before we get started.
Mm-hmm.
No, Debbie. For Debbie.
She's trying to unmute herself.
That button.
I can see by her face.
What's up? You might not remember, but I talked to you about wrestling, about your,
Yes.
your family. How did what's up with the season this year with COVID going on?
Actually, in about 7 days, he's maintaining his weight because he has to go back down to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Most expensive place to go in the world. I don't know. But yeah, he's got to go back down there because he's part of the He won the first go round. It's what's it called? A trifecta. You have to win all
Okay.
three, and then you go to the freak show in Nevada.
Oh,
So he's still wrestling. He goes every night. He's got 2-3 hour practices.
is there a
But
way to see something televised or no?
yeah, they're on Flow Wrestling. They're on Rokin. They're on
Yeah,
Flow
but you
and
got
on
to pay
Track.
for pro wrestling, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
but yeah, a lot of times they have them up for free. If you go on YouTube,
Okay.
you can look at them. But like I said, it's crazy because down there they don't get very good reception with the phones. So
Okay.
I actually have to stay up here and pull up all the brackets and tell them where they're going because it's just bad down there. So that's
Oklahoma is not a third world country. I lived in Oklahoma for like 11 years total.
yeah, you don't go down you don't go out there at night. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Stayed at the Best Western and you could hear
Not
gunshots
Tulsa
and I'm
though.
going,
Not Tulsa though. I lived in Oklahoma City area.
yeah, Tulsa's pretty tough. It's pretty
Yeah.
tough.
I hear. Sorry, Missy.
Yeah. So if nothing
kids
else,
don't know
everybody,
any-
we got an education on Oklahoma tonight.
We sure did. We
We know
sure
where we
did.
can go and where we can't go.
And never
If
believe
we
the New
ever
York
get out of the
style
state
pizza.
again.
Never believe the New York style pizza signs. They lie.
Oh, I've lived that everywhere I was stationed, pretty much.
We actually joke about that. He goes, "Come on, should we give it a shot?" I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
But
That
it's
and
always,
bagels. You can't beat New
What?
Jersey for bagels and for pizza.
well, like I said, I
York,
went
New
down
Jersey.
there and we flew in Arkansas and we drove to Tulsa because we couldn't get a flight. And all we saw was cattle. My kid couldn't wait for a steak. And when I got there, I said, what's the best steakhouse you have? He wants a steak. He weighed in. And they went, oh, go to Longhorn. I was like, no, you're not understanding. We want a steak.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, go to Longhorn. And my son goes, Mom, listen to the local natives. They know and it was Longhorn, but they don't have steak places down there. There's no Italian places, they're
No,
just
it's
used to that
different. It's different.
the
It's
chain
different.
Yeah, we
eateries.
must be very spoiled here. I never
We
lived
are.
anywhere else, so
We are. The food is great here.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's why not was such a find.
I
It
can
was
such a
debate
find.
with you on that, Miss Debbie, but we're taking Missy's time. Sorry.
I know. So-
That's all right. Roxanne says she enjoys the little conversation we have at the beginning, so.
Oh, the banter.
So there you go. But yeah, we'll get started now. Thank you everybody for attending. This is a great session. I did this on Monday, and so that's why I decided to replay it tonight, just because I thought it was good for everybody. And we will continue the 12 weeks of real estate next Wednesday. So this is going to be a great real estate year. I'm sure you keep hearing that over and over again. I mean, all the experts are saying it nationally. So we're really in for a great year. So I want everyone to be a star. I want everyone to shine. I want everyone to be successful this year. I want nothing more than that. So 6 marketing trends to expect in 2021. Number 1 is social media marketing. So digital real estate marketing will be the norm for real estate professionals. With many people now working from home, most of them will rely on the internet to find realtors that will help them buy or sell a property. And we're going to go a lot into what things that you need to do moving forward. But I do want to say one thing, that my goal for everyone this year, my my New Year's resolution for real estate and for the office is to implement 1 action a month. And so that action, what I'm asking people to do is do that 1 action once a day for 5 days a week for 30 days to make that part of your daily activities, right, for success. And secondly, with that is to simplify everything. So I think what we do is, I'm going to present a lot of information tonight and a lot of things that we need to get done in the new year. And what happens is our mind thinks we have to do it all at one time, right? So it overwhelms us and then we do nothing. So I really just want people to take the things that they're comfortable with, the things that they're willing to start, and to do those actions, okay? So don't think you have to do every single thing we're going through tonight. Order them in 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 or 1 to 6. And once you accomplish 1, then you move on to the next one. So never feel that you have to do all of these different things at once, because that's when we do nothing at all. So I do want to just start off with that. So number 2, use of aerial drones. One of the biggest marketing trends emerging is the use of aerial drones. So buyers will typically want to see the neighborhood and picture themselves living in it before they even look at the inside of the property for sale. So aerial footage highlighting the community features can also be shared on social media to sell the lifestyle in the area. So that again is something that is, you're going to see a lot more of in 2021. Virtual tours. Real estate agents will continue to shift to virtual tours to make the purchasing process easier and safer for the clients. Buyers being able to shop for houses remotely from the comfort of their houses and has boosted real estate marketing efforts. So a lot of you may have seen if you're friends with other realtors on social media, when they're marketing a home now, you'll see the photo or the video start up way in the air, like they said, an aerial view of it, and then it comes all the way down and shoots right into the front door, and then they take you through the house. So that's what we're seeing a lot more of, because it gives the buyer an opportunity to get a layout of the house, to get a feel of the neighborhood, and then they can make the decision if they're going to make the next step and actually come out and see the home.
Didn't Vin did one of those drone ones, correct?
Then Peter Lee does a lot. So,
Okay.
so if you look at Peter's Facebook or social media posts, you will see he does that where he starts from up high and then makes his way into the house. Yes, he invests a lot into that. Content marketing. So one lead generation strategy that agents are investing more time in is producing useful content for potential clients through blogs, Zoom webinars, and YouTube videos. This helps real estate agents to establish themselves as authorities in the industry. Okay. So one of the things I want to bring up is, especially for a Zoom webinar, is Weichert has already put together for you a buyers and sellers seminar. They put together a whole slide deck for you, right? So it's already there. We have it in our My Weichert, in our Weichert tools and our marketing resources. And of course, you can customize anything you want, but the point is that you don't have to recreate anything. It's already there. So to put together a buyer seminar or seller seminar and invite your clients or your past sphere or your friends and your family, it's a nice way to engage people and, reach out to people, invite them to do it. So an agent did that this summer using, the slide decks that were already prepared. And she was very successful with it. What she did was she posted it in her local online town paper, like our online town paper is Tap Into. I'm not sure if everybody has a Tap Into in their town, or there's I'm sure of an online neighborhood newspaper, syndication that is put out there. So that's where she reached out to people through, and she got a lot of people, and she got a few listings from it. So again, it's already there. It's something that you can do. And it's a good way to show that you're an expert in your area or your neighborhood or in real estate in general. So email marketing, as people try to accommodate the new normal in their endeavors, email marketing has proven to be an effective strategy for agents sending regular updates to potential clients. So email campaigns are also expected to be a key part of the marketing plan of most real estate agents in 2021. So again, we already have the resource in your My Weichert, you can send mass emails. There's already templates there. If you joined the meeting this morning, or if you had an opportunity to go over the slides that I sent you, you'll see that Stephanie and I have decided to put into place each month a little marketing, I don't know how to say gimmick, but, so the one that we put together for January is the real estate market is the BALM. And balm is spelled BALM, and there's a picture of a lip balm because it's winter, right? So you can do little drop-bys with that and actually have little lip balms that you can buy. We found some places where you can buy them rather inexpensively. You can send that as an email campaign. So there's different things that we're doing each month. We're going to do a marketing piece for the office, based on maybe what holidays are going on. And it's going to be a cute little saying, depending on that. So We're putting that out for you, and then you don't have to recreate it. You just tell Stephanie, I would like some for drop bys, or I'd like some for postcards, or whatever it is, and she can brand it to you. So it's already done for you. So what we're trying to do, again, with my theory of keeping everything simple, so that you don't have to try to think of these things. I know you have enough on your plate every day. I know it's hard enough to, deal with your regular life with real estate. So we're trying to make your life simpler, but so that you can still continue to reach out to people. And then number 6, charity and community service. While clients always want to work with competent real estate agents, they will typically prefer those who get involved in a charitable cause in the community. So always, find something, find fundraisers, find something that you are passionate about, find one thing and just become a spokesperson for there, and help as much as you can. And there's always things that you can do in the community. Carol Polk always collects food for the food pantry. So that's something our office has done for years. Tara Epsky just reached out to Jersey Cares and did a coat drive in our office. When I tell you there has to be 200 coats in our office right now, you cannot even get into the lobby. And that's from her putting it out on social media and people dropping it off. People want to help. So again, I'm not asking you to do all of these 6 things tomorrow. All I'm asking you is to, trying to give you ideas of things, and hopefully one of these things stuck out to you that you said, yeah, I'd love to do that. And that's what I'm going to start focusing on.
Excuse
So
me.
best practice.
Take a picture of all the coats so that you can send it into Weikert News,
Oh, I will.
because we're not on that very often.
Yes, I will definitely do that. I will definitely. I actually took a picture yesterday, and you couldn't even, I don't even feel that it captured as many coats as there are there. So we had to find a way, maybe tomorrow, because Friday she's picking them up, to spread them out all over, because it would just be so impressive. Honestly, there's so many bags in there. So best practices: update your professional profile. So your bio is often your first introduction to a potential client. Review and add any new professional designations, awards, or achievements. Don't forget to update all your social media platforms with your My Weikert website and your profile on other real estate sites. So this is a time, guys, that you should be going on to your My Weikert website, Zillow, Realtor.com, Google, right? And making sure that you have a profile, first of all, on all these sites, because you should, Trulia, right? And these are all places where you can put a free profile up, but make sure that your picture is the same everywhere, that your picture is updated. When you branding is having a consistent message and a consistent look throughout everything that you do, right? So you want to just take time to make sure everything is there. And the great thing about it is, once you put it on one site, you can take your bio or, designations or everything, about you, and you can copy and paste it and put it on other places. But it's a good time to just look at everything and see what you look like to the public. Manage your online reputation. This is also a great time to see what people are saying about you on the internet. Check to see what reviews have been left on sites such as Zillow, Trulia, and Yelp. See if you missed any social media interactions and take steps to request reviews and testimonials from past and current clients. So if you have some transactions this year and you did not get testimonials, reach out to your past clients now. I'm going to share with you, when I share with you these slides later on, I'm going to share with you some email messages that you can send to your clients, whether it's a seller client, a buyer client, or a renter client. And it's for a Zillow review. So it's verbiage, because you want to make sure that they give you a 5-star review, because that's very important, number one. And you want to make sure when you're requesting the review that it's coming from your email. You don't want to request it from the Zillow site, because then it says Zillow, it's coming from Zillow, and they may not open it, okay? They're more likely to open something that they see that comes from you, right? So just a quick tip, that link that is there, and I've highlighted in yellow, please make sure you change it and you put your Zillow profile link there, okay? The one that there is not going to your profile, okay? So you're gonna have to change that, and in the email, it gives you quick directions on where you can find your link to your Zillow account and put it in there, okay? Or if you have a Google if you wanted to go on to Google, whatever that link, whatever link you want them to go on, you just add it in there. You have to make it as simple as possible for them, right? So it tells them a little bit about what you're asking for, why it's important to them, and then if they could just take a few minutes to go on to do that for you. And then again, another great thing that we need to be doing right now is follow up with holdover leads. So contact people on your list of leads or past clients who are holding off on buying or selling until after the holiday season. So connect with your farm and update them on what is new and exciting about the housing market. Do not wait for them to go to an open house this weekend and another agent gets to them, right? Contact them as soon as possible, okay? Anybody who showed interest in the past year or showed interest for the upcoming year, make sure you're following up with them. It's really, really important. Educate yourself, brush up on business trends and other issues that could affect clients, zoning rules, infrastructure development, tax laws change frequently. Stay on top of all relevant topics that could impact the sale. Plan your marketing budget. So you can't create buzz about your personal brand by investing a little capital. Take some time to determine the percentage you will set aside from each transaction to reinvest in your business. So that's something I don't think we do enough of in our industry, is reinvest or invest in ourselves at all, right? Because we only, because real estate is a commission-only business, we most of the time do not feel that we have the money to invest in ourselves. So if I have not shared this with you before, and maybe I have, and unfortunately I don't have a piece of paper in front of me like I did the other day, but I usually try to share with everybody something that I picked up on early in my career and I still use it to this day. So what I do is when I get a commission check, and let's use a $5,000 commission check, in my mind, I say, okay, I'm getting $1,250. I break that check into 4. So you have your business, your personal checking, right? So that's where my $1,250 goes. And that's what I get to use on paying my bills, maybe getting my nails done, going golfing, whatever it is that's important to you, right? Paying off your credit card, that's where that portion goes. Then there's $1,250 that goes into my business checking. My business checking is where I'm going to reinvest in myself. Okay, that's where I'm going to send out, whether I want to do farming or maybe I'm paying for additional leads. But also it helps out at the time of year when your NCJR dues become due, right? Or your GSMLS membership is due. So now you have a place where you're going to pull that money from because that's for your business, right? And then you have your personal savings, and that's for maybe next month. If my deal doesn't close on time or it falls apart, now I have a little cushion. And my business savings. So my business savings, again, that $1,250 is for my taxes. That's for my real estate taxes. So once I really got conservative and broke up my checks like that, my life became so much easier in real estate. I have to tell you, because it makes so much sense, right? Because I can tell you a $5,000 check sounds like a lot, but it goes really, really quickly. It is gone within days and you're like, where did that money go? So you really want to make sure that you are putting money aside for all the different things that, that you need in real estate, okay? Nurture your current leads. During January, many agents assume their leads will be busy with getting back to work after the holidays. This is a great time to engage leads in your pipeline when other agents are taking time off. Whether it's a greeting card, newsletter, connect in more personal ways early in the new year. So again, get out of your mind that you're bothering people. People want to, they want to, it's a great time to ask, Happy New Year. How are your holidays? What's going on? Do you have any plans? It's just a nice, friendly call that you make to stay engaged with your clients. So here's some of the resources available to show your value that we have for you. Your Smart CRM, which is your MyWeichert email templates, MyWeichert website, MyWeichert Smart Campaigns, market reports, and search alerts, Weichert Design Center, business planning tools. So there's the source of income document and the agent expense calculator. They can be found right where the business planning was, where you went in to do your business plan, and branded social media header templates. So review your MyWeichert review your bio in Wiker Tools. I can't speak for some reason. Add new designations, awards, or achievements. Update your bio across all websites, social media channels, and your listing presentation. For consistency across your social media channels, update your branding header using the templates found in the Wiker Tools in your under marketing resources. Check your online reviews and testimonials and request reviews from current and past clients. You don't have to wait till you close to ask a client to review you. You know, when they get that house accepted, that's a great time to do it. They're so happy at that time, right? So you don't always have to wait until closing day when they're about to move and they're going to be stressed out, right? They have so much to do. Do it during the process. Add all reviews and testimonials to your MyWiker website. Create or update your review testimonial page in your listing presentation. Yeah, Alexander, tell them to be quiet. Sorry about that. So again, another action plan. Reach out to your holdover leads in your database. Call, email, and text to check on their plans for the upcoming year. Call using the script on slide number 15 and tweak to your liking. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that script in a minute. Send a mass email using the email templates in MyWiker. Holiday, newsletters, create your own using advanced editor. Or I would just set time aside personally with Stephanie if I wanted to do something custom and work with her. So she would do it for me. Set your marketing budget, review your business plan, analyze where you generated the most business this past year using the source of income document, and complete your agent expense calculator spreadsheet. So here is how to access the social media header templates. Okay, click on the header that fits the situation and the photo that best represents your market area. And this is how you can do a consistent branding throughout all of your, not only social media, but the other real estate websites. So here's some phone dialogue for holdover leads. So these are people who expressed interest in the upcoming year. Hello, this is Missy from Wiker Realtors. How are you today? Great. The reason for my call is the last time we spoke, you had mentioned that you were holding off on your plans until the spring. Is that still the case? I totally understand. That said, what if I presented you an offer tomorrow at full ask? Would you still want to wait until spring to sell your home? Let them talk, right? We always have to stop and let them speak so that we can understand what their motivation is. Show what you know. Because of the lack of available properties in this area, buyers are paying a premium if they want to win the deal. Homes in this area are selling for X% more this year than they did in 2020. And my sellers have seen an increase of X%. Those percentages might not seem like much, but for my seller, it has meant an increase of at closing on average. So it's always good to break things down, right? People understand things when you talk in numbers in their pocket versus if you just say this percentage or there's more available properties or you'll get more money in your pocket. Well, what's more money, right? So if you can break it down for them, it's more relevant for them. So the close is, I'd love to talk to you more about it or discuss your ideal selling price. Let's set up a time and we can discuss a pricing strategy. I have tomorrow evening at 7 or Thursday morning work better for your schedule. So that's a nice dialogue to reach out to anybody who may want to buy or sell in 2021. And
Can I
then
ask a question?
Sure.
I'm having a big problem because I've had six people so far. I understand there's a lack of inventory, but where am I supposed to go once I sell? I don't want to sell until I have someplace to go, and nobody's accepting contingencies because the market is so insane that he who's ready to move right now with cash or whatever is getting these houses. How do I get over that with them?
So listen, there are people accepting contingencies. I know of a lot of agents who've gotten offers with contingencies accepted, as long as that house is at least in attorney review or under contract, right? So if their home sale is already on the market, has received an offer, then and they're coming in strong, right? Then they're going to get an opportunity because we're seeing more and more of that. So there is more competition, but a lot of that competition is in the same boat as your clients.
All right.
So that's what I would say, that in this market, you have to put your house on the market. You have to be able to at least be an attorney reviewer under contract, and I will be able to present a strong offer on your behalf if you find
Right.
a house, you know, that you love.
Because they're all panicking because there's such a shortage that they're not going to have a place to go. And I get it. I mean, because every
Oh,
time I call on
100%,
something, it's already
100%.
gone.
Yep, yep. But
You know?
but on the flip side, Deb, if they're not, they don't put their house on the market,
Exactly.
nobody's accepting
Exactly.
your offer.
Exactly. That's what I
But
said.
they're going to find a
But
house they love, and then they're going to lose it right
Yeah.
under their nose because
I-
they have
I
the
hear it.
opportunity. And what I'm
I hear
finding
it.
too is more people, more buyers, because of, you know, so we're talking about the seller right now. So
Mhm.
more buyers that are coming in on their home have been outbid on other homes, right? So they already
Right.
feel the stress of the market. So they're
Mhm.
more apt to push out a closing date, you know,
Right.
because the seller doesn't have anything. So there's more flexibility in that, because they're like, I'll do anything. Just let me, you know, we'll be the one. We're flexible with closing. We're flexible, you know. So you do have that opportunity as well now, which you didn't always have before. So that's another thing you can tell your sellers is, listen, I find the buyers are more flexible with closing. We can push the closing date out a little further if it makes you feel more comfortable, but we really need to have an offer on your home for us to be able to competitively put in an offer on the home of your dreams when you find it. So
Because like I say, anybody can come right up until the day of closing and come up with a better offer. You just have to keep them engaged and keep it moving along as fast as you can and
right,
get them to the finish line, because
absolutely.
you can't guarantee anything.
No, you can't guarantee anything. Not in our business for sure.
No, no. Well, good
So,
enough. Thank you.
yep. And then if they don't answer the phone, then this is a text that you can send to them. Hi, Pat. Hi. It's Missy from Weichert. I left you a voicemail this morning. Are you still thinking of selling? We have buyers looking for similar homes in your area right now. This could be the best opportunity to net the most money. Do you have time now or for a quick chat? So again, a nice little dialogue just to reach out to those people who showed interest in this year. Don't let them wait. I'm telling you, because right now, I mean, yes, the inventory is extremely low right now because it always is at this time of the year, right? Where we already have a deficit in our inventory. But as the months go on and as the weeks go on, there's going to be more and more inventory, and there's going to be more and more competition. So they're better to put it on now versus waiting. So I feel like 2020 is a big package that's wrapped up and handed to all of you guys as realtors and saying, this is my present to you. You are going to have a fantastic year, but you need to take action every single day in our business, okay? Like I said earlier in my Facebook post, the harder you work, the luckier you get, right? So you have to put into action a activity each and every day. So one of the ones that I had suggested for you guys for January is make one call a day. Just make one call a day. And I know it seems very simple, but if you call one person a day from your database or from your sphere or from your past clients or from your family, that's 5 calls a week. That's 20 calls a month that you're not making, right? 144 more a year. And what's going to happen is you're going to get more comfortable talking to people. And when you have your successes, you're going to want to call more people. You're going to want to, you know, so that's why just making one call a day will change your business drastically. Okay. And that's what I'm talking about. The one thing a day that we're going to get into a good daily habit for and make our life simple. If I said make 10 calls a day, you wouldn't do it. If I said make 100 calls a day, you wouldn't do it. So that doesn't make sense, right? So one call a day, everybody can do it. And if you're already making your calls, then add one more to the list every day before you stop calling, okay? So that's what I'm asking everybody to do. And I'm telling you, have a great, great year. So your motivation matters. List out the 20 reasons why achieving these goals are a must for you. Write your 5, 10, or 20-year vision letter and decide who you'd be willing to do it for. Get it up in visual. So you have to have it in front of you every single day, okay? Whether it's at your desk, whether it's at your bathroom mirror when you get up, whether it's in your closet when you're getting dressed, you have to be able to see it because that's what mentally will keep you going, Okay, that's what you're going to mentally achieve your goals, because you're seeing your why in front of you all the time. So, you know, it's funny when we do our goals for a year, we usually overdo it, right? And when we do our goals for 5 years, we usually underdo it. Okay, so it's important to know where you're going. Everybody has a GPS in their car. Everybody uses it every time they get in. If you don't know where you're going, it's no different. Having a written plan for your goals is no different than knowing where you're going every single day. So this is a good way to write your goals down. My life was as good as it could be possibly in 2021. I mean, sorry, if my life was as good as it could possibly be in 2021, where would you be physically? With your family, with your income and wealth, with your career, mindset and attitude, social fun, spiritual contribution. Remember, it's not only about business. You have to have everything, right? You have to have the complete package. And then again, 5 years from now, if my life was as good as it can be possibly in 2026, a good practice, a good exercise. When you write things down, it resonates with you more than if you're just thinking about it. So you have to take the time to do these exercises. As I know, sometimes as contrite as they may be, it really makes a lot of sense when you're moving forward in your goals. So the ultimate success formula: create a simple action plan. So I want everyone to think right now what your goal is. Awesome. What your goal is for 2021. So I like to do it in how much you want to make your gross commission. So if you were to thinking right now in your mind, because everybody should at least be thinking $100,000 this year, okay? So if you were saying $100,000 is my goal, you're going to divide that by 2.5%, because 2.5% is what our average commission rate is, right? So that's our gross commission. So $100,000 in gross commissions is $4 million in dollar volume. Okay, that's selling $4 million in houses. Okay, now I'm going to take that $400,000 and I'm going to divide it into 350. And that's for any of you who don't know what your average sale price is. Okay, so 350 is very conservative in our area, and I always like to go more conservative. Okay, so if you say 350, guess how many transactions that equates to? 12 transactions. So if you did one transaction a month at $350,000, you would make $100,000 this year. Now, doesn't that sound easier than when I say 100,000 to you? You're like, oh my God, how am I going to accomplish $1,000, right? But when you break these things down, it makes so much more sense. So if we say 100,000, okay, guys, listen, if yours is 50, if yours is 30, that's fine. I'm going to go with 100 just because I want to. How's that? So, so $100,000, so that's 12 transactions, right? So 12 transactions times 50. So I have to have 600 conversations for the year, okay? For the year. Again, we're going to simplify that. So this is a nice exercise for everyone to do, just to break down how many people they have to speak to a day, 5 days a week, in order to achieve their goal. So if you take the 600 conversations and you divide that by 12 months, now you have 50 a month. And if you divide that by 25 days, your daily number is 2 a day. Okay, can everybody make 2 phone calls a day? Have 2 conversations a day. Okay, that may be more phone calls, right? So if you take that in half, right? So I have 2 because I did $100,000. If I did 2, that's 1 to my sphere and 1 to one to someone I know, my sphere, my past client, my family and friends, and 1 cold call. Okay, so that might be a neighborhood call, right? A certain neighborhood that you're farming. So you're doing 2 a day, and that's 2 conversations again. So if someone doesn't answer, you got to call back again and call back until you have a conversation. So you want to have 2 conversations a day. Now, those 2 conversations a day also include open houses that you're doing. Okay. Anytime that you're talking about real estate, anytime you have someone engaged in a real estate conversation is a conversation you're having. So it doesn't have to be phone calls, right? It could be all different ways. Maybe you're talking to someone through social media, whatever the case may be, there's different touches and different ways that you can engage people. So again, we just want to simplify it because we get so caught up in the big thing, and we need to break that down to see how easy it is. So design your day. A morning routine that fires you up, okay, whatever that is, and then post on social. Exercise is great for the mind, right, as well as it is for the body, but it's more than that. It's about having a specific routine every single day. And then a mindset workout. So a mindset workout might be just reading a few pages of a motivational book or listen to a podcast, right? Whatever it is that will help you get into the right mindset for the day, right? You want to be in a positive mindset because that's going to determine how your day goes. Then number 2, get to the office at the same time every day. Now, I don't care if getting to office means coming to 1625 Route 10 in Morris Plains, or if getting to the office means coming out of your bathroom, dressed and ready to go and walking into your other room, which is your office in your house, okay? Wherever your office is, make sure, again, that you have a place you're going to be ready and go every single day. So you're going to do your mindset workout. You're going to have a good breakfast. You're going to take a shower. You're going to get dressed as if you may meet somebody. I'm not saying you have to be in a suit and a tie for sure. I'm saying, or in a dress. I'm saying you're going to be in an outfit that makes you feel comfortable, that if you had to run out somewhere, you can easily do that. Okay. And then maybe you want to post on social in the afternoon. Business morning routine, daily hot sheets, post on social. Did you know? This is how many homes went on the market. Did you know homes are going for over, $10,000 over asking in this area, whatever the case may be. Role play. I talk about this all the time. I talk about sports, baseball, professional baseball, professional football, actors. Think of favorite shows you watch, right? They don't just come out on that day. A football player does not come out on the first day of the first game and just, hey, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a year, right? No, they start practicing months and months and months before they walk out into that field. Same things with actors and actresses, same thing with baseball players, same thing with the Olympics, right? The minute that they decide that they're going to do the Olympics 4 years from now, that's when they start training again. Right? We don't do that in our business. We wait till the last minute. Oh my God, I forgot I have a listing appointment coming up. Let me put this together. I'm rushing around. There's traffic, right? We don't practice. So we really have to get more into role playing and learning our dialogue and overcoming objections. And then lastly, the 5-5-4-2. So the 5 and 5 is whatever the 2 numbers that we just spoke about, that once you break down how many transactions you have, as a goal for the year, what that breaks down into as many calls a day. So ours was 2 and 2, right? And then you're going to do 4. You're going to put in 4 people into your CRM, okay? And you're going to do 2 social media posts. So that's where those numbers come from. Managing your business, transaction marketing, post on social. Going on appointments, post on social. So post on social is on every part of the day, but you're going to post whatever. You're not going to post all that many times a day. People don't want to hear that many from any of us, right? But it's just which time of the day works best for you. Are you more of a morning person? Are you more of an afternoon person? Are you more of a night person? Whatever it is, that's when you're going to do the posting on social. So that's why it's there in all those different avenues. And then decide to be an appointment setting, value delivering, trust building machine. Okay. We need to set ourselves apart as agents, and you have all the tools and resources to do that. So today, add new designations, awards, or achievements to your bio in Weichert Tools and update your website, social media channels, and listing presentation. Use the new header templates and update your branding across your social media channels. Request reviews and testimonials from past and current clients, and post to your My Weichert website and add to your listing presentation. Call your holdover and active leads and offer your assistance if no appointment is set. Add them to a campaign, market report, or search alert, and add follow-up call and task reminders. Okay, so I don't want you to do all that today because you would never do all that today. And then you would just say, I can't do that, and that would be it, and you'd shut down. So I want you to just go through this list and pick out 1 or 2 or 3 maybe things that you would like to do, and number them in that order, what's most important to you and what's least important, and then start with 1, accomplish that, and then move on to the next one. So this week, continue to call, email, or text your leads and close for the appointment. Reach out to your home ownership team for upcoming changes in their industry. Create your marketing budget. I gotta move you guys, and do some research in the areas that you do some business. So make sure you are the expert in your neighborhood. And then lastly, you need to track your results. Always tracking your results. You need to know what investment, not only financial, but time investments make the most sense in your business. Where are you getting most of your business? Should you be doing open houses? Because that's where you're converting people, right? Are you good at converting online leads? What is it that you do best? Are you great at phone calling? Are you great at overcoming objections? Figure that out, and that's where you should be investing your time into. So I know this is a little overwhelming, but I thought it was a good, if we're not tracking what we're doing and knowing what we're doing and what makes sense for us, how many appointments are we booking? How many appointments canceled? How many appointments do we actually go on? How many of those appointments do we actually convert to a buyer or seller, right? We need to understand that. So this way we know how many people we need to get in front of in order to have the success we need. So it's always good to write it down. So I know, today we're not going to do this, but I would like to always, I think it's really important that we track our calls, appointments, door knocking, properties, pieces of direct mail sent, prospecting, marketing email sent. All of these things we need to make sure we are on top of. So hosting open houses, guests attending open houses, leads captured on social media, door knocking opportunities, pieces of direct mail sent. All of this stuff is really important for us to track. So I want to make sure that we are making, whether you do it on a piece of paper, whether you do it on an Excel sheet, whatever you're comfortable with is how you should do it. Okay. Whether you print this piece out and you're just writing it down, that's fine. Don't overcomplicate anything. As I was saying, we have to keep it simple. So does anybody have any questions?
I have to say, I miss Waker Pro, my calendar and Waker Pro, because it reminded me, like I would fill it in ahead of time of everything I did at certain days on certain times. And it would just say, don't forget to do this. Don't forget to do that. I'm like, I have to remember to do that because I forget. I just forget. The time goes and I forget what I'm doing.
Well, you can do that on Google. If you have a Google Calendar, if you have an Outlook calendar, I don't know what resources you're using for a calendar now, but if you put that in and put it in reoccurring, it will just remind you. You'll get a ding and down. I always have this stuff coming up. That's the only way I could live, actually.
That's the, yeah, exactly.
But again, now is the time to get organized with that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're a little bit slower right now while we're getting off the holidays. This is the time to put that stuff into place.
Yep.
That should be your number one thing if that's something you want to get done.
That's why I got my new agenda, my new Bible, I call it.
Oh, that's right. I did see it, yes.
If I lose the phone or it doesn't alert me, it's there. I actually write it down twice so I don't forget, because I forget.
Right.
Because other things happen, putting out fires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was saying that last week, I took a few days off between New Year's and Christmas and New Year's, and I forgot how distracting life can be as a real estate agent. So I got up, I did my exercise, I went in the kitchen, I went to have breakfast, and then agents started calling me with things that were going on. I'm going to tell you, it was 1 o'clock. I was still sitting there in my sweats at the kitchen. I was like, I can't believe I said, now I remember why that's why to me, going in the office, it makes such a big deal for me. It keeps me so organized and it keeps me on track versus.
I miss our call room. I miss our mojo room, because when I'm here, a million distractions, dogs barking, things happen. When I go there for that 1 hour, you booked your time, you did it, you actually, we're done. but I got so much more done at work than I do here. Here is
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Yep.
so that's really, really important. So I hope you'll take the time to review these again and really, put into place a plan of
Mhm.
action and keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself, little baby steps at a time, but little things that you need to do. But I wish everybody would at least make one phone call a day. Like that's
Mhm.
minimally make one phone call a day because it is real estate 101 prospecting and we have to do it until we get to a point where we have so many referrals coming in from our past business that we don't have to do that anymore. So there will be that point, but we all have to start off in the same place, and that's by making calls.
Yep.
So now is a good time if you have buyers that can't find a place, and instead of waiting every day and looking on GSMLS to see when that perfect house comes on, call around the neighborhoods that they're interested in. Tell them you have a buyer. It's a nice, friendly call. Be proactive. Be the exception. Be valuable to your clients that you're willing to go above and beyond. So again, thank you guys for coming in. If anyone doesn't have any add anything, then we will get off, and I will share with you not only these slides, but the testimonial dialogues that I told you I would share with you, the emails to send to your clients, your past clients for testimonials, because that's important too.
I have a lot of letters that they sent me. They didn't go on Zillow. They didn't they just sent me referral letters. I feel stupid putting those in, but I put them in my listing presentation.
No, that's a good thing to do. To put them in your listing presentation, you can put them on your Weichert, my Weichert site, so they go on your website for Weichert. I'm not sure, you may be able to add them into realtor.com. I know Zillow has to come directly from the client.
Right. Once they move and they start unpacking, it's over.
That's what I'm saying. And we always wait until that time when they're closing. I don't know why we don't ask for it sooner, but.
Because we're busy.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's busy. I know.
Yep. But that's all right.
Yep. So I'll share that all with you. So you have it. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Carrie, I'm going to call you right now on the phone.
Have a great night.
All right. Good night,
Happy
everyone.
New Year.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.